You guys ready for this one? So I have a live client. Okay, so her nails are about 7 weeks. So about 3.5 weeks into her appointment, she's been super busy. So I did a gel polish change. I did not really shape them up much, but they grew out more, and this is what they look like. If you notice right here, look at her cuticles, how they grow out and stick to her nail. So they actually hold on and stick to it. Okay. If you look at it from the side here, her nail starts curving down. When I do her nails, typically, well, all the time, I make them that straight, and that's how much it's grown down. So that's just how her nails grow. So I was only going to do a couple. I'm going to do one full hand for you. It's just hard to work on a small frame like this on a full client. So I'm going to do start to finish one hand to show you how I take care of this. And let's get started. Hope you're all having a beautiful evening. Okay, let me season my file really quick because I didn't season this one. Remember how to season your file. Okay, right there. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is pushing back my cuticle. Thank you all for spending your time on our page tonight. I hope you enjoy this one. So remember, I'm going to get a little closer to, even just a little closer because I want you to see this. So see where it's turning really, really white? That's where her cuticle's moving back from, and that's all protein growth. Cuticle, pterygium, all the same thing. That's what all that is. So you see when you turn it upside down, this part you could see where it's at. So you don't want to hurt her because they're kind of tight on there. So you want to kind of work your way, like start here, moved a little, go back again. And her prep isn't your average prep. It's going to take you a little longer, but I'm so glad that I could show you this. Okay, see how I got it further back now? So those two, you could kind of see them exposed. Let's do the rest of them. If you have any questions, drop them down. Eric will help you with them or he'll shoot them my way. Make sure I stay in frame. Hey, Vibe Tribe, everybody have a beautiful evening tonight. Some of you are probably laying in bed. Okay, I'm right here. So I'm going to zoom it out a tad bit once I show you this close. So magic wand's a must in this case, right? An absolute must. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get my bits out. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my X cut to shorten her nails a little. And the reason why I'm picking my X cut is it has corners and I could bring them up on the sides. It'll just be faster for me. Hold on, my nails are a little slippery. So I'm going to zoom out. I'll put my e-file on 12,000 RPMs, move my little bits to the side. You know, I'm actually going to put my hair back really quick. Okay. Okay, so I'm going, I better get a dust extractor for this one. Hold on. Different from the salon, but okay. So what I'm going to do is start bringing her in. Go a little further back so you can see. Can you guys see okay? Does it look bright enough, Eric? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring them in first. This one she broke off the corner, but I'm going to shape it a little. Then I'm going to ask her if she wants to keep this length or if she wants it a little longer. So I'm going to zoom out because I'll be going in and out of frame. Okay. I kind of need this up a tad bit. There. Can you move it up just a tad bit? Thank you. Sorry about that. All right, perfect. All righty. So let me see how this is. I'm gonna kind of shape it for her a little and see if she likes this length. Then I'll gauge what I'm going to do to the rest of them. If she doesn't want to keep it, she wants it longer, that's fine too. Okay, go ahead and look at it from both sides. Do you want it longer where it was, or what do you think? Okay. Unless you want them longer, it doesn't matter. You don't? You're good? Okay. So I'm going to come right here. I doubt they can hear you anyway. I have headphones on. Okay, so see how I'm going to shorten her first. Now remember, this is her claw now. So I'm shortening it. Okay, so look at it from this side. See how it's looking right here? Look at it from this side. Okay, so as soon as he's done doing it, I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so see how it's hanging right here? I'm going to come from the tip and bring it up. Come from the tip and bring it up. Okay, so I'm always going back and forth to my file with this type of nail. So let me show you here. Okay, see how it's still kind of going down? What I'm going to do is come straight with it at the tip, and I'm going to file it up. And then to the side, up and to the side. I'm going to zoom out for some other ones, but I'll stay zoomed out. No problem. Let me. Okay, so now see how it is a little more, it's still hooking a tad bit. What I'm going to do is file underneath her nails before I do this, because I'll have to go through that with all of them. Usually I do that. I just skipped it. So I reminded myself right now, hello. So I'm going to come in right here and I'm going to focus in the middle and then clean the rest. See how clean that got? If you're enjoying this, hit the like button. Let me know you are. This is going to be a really good one. So what this does is if you do this first, like for instance, let me show you, this is also notched out. I'm thinking I could fix it, but what I'm going to do is come underneath and bring it up some. Yeah, these are going to look good. I actually got really good at her nails. I kind of had to teach myself what to do. I'm like, what am I going to do? But they come out so pretty when they're done. So now when you look at them sideways, they're not clawing as much. See how they're a little more straight, including this one? I should have done that first. That's way better. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So I'm not going to take off her color yet. I'm just going to shape them. And I'm not taking off a bunch of length because she does wear her nails longer. I could lengthen her thumb. We'll see how it matches. Okay. So see how I'm not putting any pressure on her. All I'm doing is guiding my e-file to shape it how I'd like to shape her now. Okay. So I do them a little different than I would just on somebody I needed to shorten or just rebalance them right away. What? Okay, it's a little pointy here, making sure there's none really pointy. Her pointer finger is probably the worst that does it, the one that curves the most. And her apex, if you look at them kind of, let's see if you can see it this way. Her apex has grown all the way out to right here because her nails were shorter. She typically wears them longer. So it gets really bulky looking at the tip. Okay, so what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to go to my safety bit. And now I could remove all her products on top. I could have kept my X cut, but I could go a lot faster with this when I'm removing color. So I'll put her elbow out a little. There we go. It's not easy being a model on a vertical live. If you have any questions, shoot them my way, you guys. I've been sporting 2 different colors of nails for a few days now. I'm going to do something different on them. I've just been really busy with clients. How about you guys? Where are all of you from right now? Now, she also has a lot of white marks on her nails very easily. It gets like a lot of white marks. That's just always how they've been since she was young. So she actually has a nice nail bed, though. A very nice nail bed. Okay, let's come on here, moving a little bit more off, tickle up. So with this type of nail, I usually get their nails shaped how I want it. Sometimes if their nails just go straight, I'll shorten them afterwards, just put their apex back and file all at once. There's many different ways to do it, but I feel like if you have a lot of correction to do, it's easier to do it at the beginning. So when you build, you know where to add more product because when it hangs down, it gives it the illusion that it has plenty of product, right? But when you bring up her sidewall, you realize it's a flatter nail. So if you're not ever sure, just take your file and line it up with the sidewall, and whatever hangs down is what's not going to stay there. That makes sense to you. Mhm. And actually, her nails aren't hard to do. They're just a little time consuming because there's a few extra steps. So it's not that it's like, oh my gosh, it's just knowing what to do. And this is going to help you so much. Like this right here isn't your cookie cutter rebalance. And you see how most of her product came down because she has a natural high arch as well. See how high arched her nails are? So there's that fine line. When I do dimensional work on her, I have to be aware of that or they look like little jelly beans. I have to make sure I use more flatter pieces or they look like a 2x4. So now I'm going to cut my arbor band. This is a 150 grit. I'm going to go to 6,000 RPM. Okay, so see how I'm butting it up to her cuticle and getting it as close as I can. Do you see my left hand? Actually, my left hand actually helps my right hand. So I move my left hand to be able to help myself out and I'm not moving my body so much. I go through the rest of it. Let me do this one. Gonna come straight with it like this. It definitely is different doing a real person on a vertical, I will tell you right now. But I got it. I'm getting used to it right now. I'm finding my angles. I usually do a hand over, but right now it's easier for me this way. I started to make that nail crooked, so I'm going to fix it. I filed too much on that side, but that's okay. I'll show you how I fix it. Okay. Go ahead and do her cuticle work now. So I go over it a couple times. I'm going to go over it with the other bit too. I just want to get as much as I can with this one. All righty. So let's see how I just kind of use all the zones of my file. Okay, the short one, the pointer one, I usually have to lengthen if she's keeping her length because a lot of length comes off, and it's fine. I'll do it because this length looks really pretty. The length comes off because it's growing downwards, so you would have to get a form. This one here is a little shorter. Let me see, they kind of look the same length. It's kind of weird. Odd bit. A little short. I'll lengthen this one a little too. Let me take off a little more product. Okay. So I am going to use my square cuticle bit before I'm finished with my prep because it's going to help me clean back here more so I could apply further back, the product further back. So I'm going to take my time, go further back, further back, further back. See how clean that is? Now I have a really good prep. You see her cuticle sticking up? I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to leave it sticking up. So when I file at the end, whatever is left, I will clean up, okay? What did you say? Okay. This one really has a lot of skin. So I'm going to have to, let me show you what's going on here. Okay, see all the, let me, it's a little too close, hold on. There you go. So there's like a little hangnail here, a little bit of skin. Actually, it's actually skin. That I could trim off because I won't make her bleed there, just a big piece. Then I'm going to bring her finger straight and I'm going to come in right here, clean it up. Hold on, it slowed down. I want it on 6. There we, oops, I was off camera. Sorry, guys. So now I'll come up and I'll butt it up, butt it up, butt it up. See, I'm butting it up. And this does not hurt her. It's actually kind of satisfying when you do this. Okay, I'm going to do one more really close up. See right here how I'm cleaning all that skin. I do this on Sally, but it makes more sense when you see me work on a real person. I actually think this is probably one of the most valuable lives that will be on my page. This is real life, and this is, you have to know how to take care of many different kinds of nails. She doesn't really have anything really wrong. It's just how her nails grow, and everybody's so different. It makes you a more valuable nail tech to learn how to work on many different people. Useful. Okay, let me move this little thing. Let's see what these look like. dust off her hand. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of get a good look at these and see. I'm gonna kind of bring them in a tad bit. And like I said, a lot of you have seen me work. You don't see me come in and do this much prep work before I build a nail. But I always do when a nail curves down or if it's really crooked or if it has all the things going on. Okay, I also look at her client profile and I will in just a moment. I'm just kind of getting her tapered in a little because they grew out a little wide. Now, if you did this on everybody, you probably would be wasting your time. You don't need to get it right where it's at. When their nails grow a little straighter, it's easier to do it if they grow a little crooked, like I said, or a little off. Thank you for letting me be you being my model. I said that backwards. Thank you for being my model. Okay, so now I'm gonna look client profile. One looks pretty good. I could lengthen it some with the gel. Now we're gonna come right here. Um, these look pretty good. Just this one. Okay, look at them as a whole. See how this is growing downward? It looks shorter and it is shorter, but it because of the way it grows through here, right here's where her hump is, it's always going to have that illusion. So I'm going to form this one a little, bring it up a little more. All right, perfect. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Now I'm going to go into swipes. Do you want to move your chair this way? You're okay. Stand up a minute, just a little bit, like an inch. Okay, okay, that way. Yeah, are you okay there? Okay, there, it's easier. Okay, now I'm going to go into protein bond. That's so nice. Loving your broadcast. Thanks for giving us the opportunity to peek over your shoulder. Thank you. That's so nice of you. I appreciate it. Okay, so look at the texture of her nails a little. Like this is just actually there's a couple people in my family who have my Aunt Jane that I'm named after has nails like this, kinda. It has little white marks on it. And that's just what happens. I did not e-file too far down. It's just anything, like if she hits her hand, anything, she gets little white marks and spots. See right here? Okay. I'm so happy you guys get to see this. Okay, so I'm gonna come in with my base gel. I'm going to get my little tile, my base. I think this one is my glitter base, but that's okay. I won't get anything in it. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here. A lot of times I use the cover base on her. Let's see if I have some here. I might put 2 coats of base on just to kind of camouflage a little. Calcium deposits there? They're really not, but hey, that's good because that's what's on your teeth sometimes, calcium deposits, huh? Not your teeth, individual, but people's teeth. Well, somebody's teeth. I think it's just a thinner nail bed too. I don't know. Could be. I should look more into it. I remember asking a couple of my doctor clients, and they said some people typically that's just how they are. So still under the light. Let me turn this on. Let me go to 30 seconds. You know the drill if it's a little warm, you could come out. So I have a mirror under my light right now, you guys. I'll show you it. I have it on my link tree. I'll show you when she comes out, okay? You know what's so funny, Miss Amazon Picks. What did I say? Uh, Oh, Amazon Picks on my link tree. Yes. Miss Cheryl's place saying hi. She knows your hands. There it goes, Auntie. It's like, don't say her name, and then everyone's like, "Hi, Auntie. Hi." And so I'm like, "Come on." She's all trying to, and keeping my aunt quiet is very hard. So it's okay. So okay, I'm gonna see if I have a. That was funny, Shay. Okay, I'm gonna use a peach. I'm gonna use a little bit of a peach base. I'm gonna put one more coat of base on. Yeah, then it looks pretty. But everybody's asking how you're doing and how you're feeling. And she's doing amazing and she's feeling good. She's going to be really amazing once I'm done with these claws of hers. That is so funny. Hey, let's see your thumb. I really love these tinted bases. Lifesavers. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. Boy, that was a really far zoom. Okay, so uh, okay, I could build your nails in clear build or build pink, or I could build them in concealer pink. It's more see-through. Let's do a little bit of this one. Yeah. I'm gonna make my little mixture on you. I'm gonna put, I don't have peach with me, but I'm gonna put concealer pink. It's much easier in the tube, but I'm gonna make my little color. Let's do it. I've been obsessed with this color. I can't help it. I usually, let's see, I'm gonna put, this is clear, sculptor clear build. Sometimes I use build pink, but I don't want it pinker. Either one of your choice. So that should be enough to fill her nails. We'll see. We will see, but I'm going to mix it really quick. So I'm mixing my pinks for a custom color, of course, even though it's not going to show, just in case. It is pretty. It's so pretty. I'll put a little more clear, just a little bit more. You guys like this mixture so far? Honey opal and pink opal. Heck yeah, that mixture. And then I like to mix it with a little clear sculptor or in the tube like I'm using, or clear build. So gorgeous. That's the beauty of all this. You could custom make stuff to make whatever you want. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like this color now. I mixed this color for young males. It should be coming out soon, a video. Really pretty. Okay, so watch what this color turns out like. Gonna be so pretty. I mean, I think it's pretty anyway. Well, all that matters is that she thinks it's pretty at the end of the day. Okay. Okay. So on this one, I think I'm gonna put my form on really quick. Did I grab my form? Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm gonna form this. So I'll get close on this one so you could see, then you'll kind of see how I work from here. And you could see why. If you look at it straight, see how it looks a little shorter? It is because I took that little tip off. So this is the norm for her rebalance. This is what I do. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my color, kind of bring it down a little more. Kind of like what I do when I first put my forms on. I could have done this from the beginning too, but anywhere you want to do it, anytime you want to do it, just not before it's too late. So I'll wipe this off. And I'm going to come in right here. Okay, is that better, you guys? I'm gonna come in right here that meets my sidewall, and I'm gonna come in on this side. Let me wipe my thing a little more. And I'm gonna come in right here, make sure it meets my sidewall. See it meet? Oh, you guys didn't see what I did, huh? Here, let me wipe it off and redo it. I'm all over the place. Okay, I'm gonna stay right here, a little bit through here. You didn't do anything wrong, it's me. I start working and trying to see and I move. Okay, so I'm gonna come right here, just like you would if you're going to extend it, okay? Let me get a little bit more. Now this color's gorgeous. Come in right here. Okay, wipe your brush. So I like to, when I add like this, come in backwards here so it meets my sidewall. See how it's meeting that? That's my sidewall right there. Okay. So when I come right here, I'm gonna lay it flat, meet my sidewall, wipe my brush, and then come in. Let me pinch it a little closer. There you go. Come in and round it. I rather it be too long than not long enough. Okay. It's always my thing. And this is gonna be a little bit longer. Okay. I am at a weird angle, so if I'm moving a little slow, you guys, that is why. I'm gonna flash her while I hold it. Flash cure her while I hold it. I'm not gonna actually flash her. She'll be fine. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is just make sure I have a good amount here since I did it after. I'm gonna come over it just with my builder that I had. It's fine just to connect it. Then I'm gonna come in. Okay, go under the light for a few seconds. Oh, did I push it? There you go. Oh, you have to just go in and set your hand down. This sensor might be a little, it's not on? Okay, any questions? Yes, I'm doing real nails, Amy T. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Keeps me want to come back for more. Remember, I was giving back for the holidays. I want to keep coming back. So that really inspires me. Go ahead and come out. Okay. So I'm going to come right here. I'm leaving this close so you could see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to come right here. Hold on. And you're going to separate. There it goes, separating. That side's a little stubborn, so I will squeeze it. I think it went a little further down than I wanted it to. Okay, crazy. I feel like every time I go on a live, I'm glad that it happens while I'm on here. It's just the angle. There we go. I will always win. Just kidding. And if I lose, I'll build her again. Just kidding. So I'll come in here. So now I will have, it's a little longer than I want it, obviously. That I'll have it shaped looking like all the others in no time. Okay, I'm gonna leave it longer because I rather just file it to where it should be. Okay, so now let's rebalance these. Let me see my little, I am gonna get in frame right now. Am I better right now? Okay, all right. So let's come here. Let me see if I could see good. Okay, am I in frame? Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna get this on and build this. This is my mixture of build pink and clear sculptor in a tube or build pink in the pot. Same stuff, same consistency and everything. This just makes enough coverage that looks really, really natural at the same time. I think this is my least favorite brush. I'm going to change it out. It gets really fat for some reason. It's my new one too. It's kind of sad, but that's all right. I'll grab this one. This one will stay tight. Yeah, I could already tell it's way better. Okay, there we go. See how I was able to control my gel a little better? Okay, so she could go in the light, flash it because it's going to move. You don't have to go all the way under if it's warm. It's weird because the center's way over here when I think it's because it's hanging so much. It has me thrown off, but it's okay. Okay, I just gotta look every now and then. Okay, so let's come right here. So I get it really close to her cuticle. And I've showed you guys with the pot the whole time I've been teaching live. Now, not the pot, the tubes. Now I'm working like as if it's out of the pot, but it's on my on my little tray here. So I guess I should explain to you how I'm putting it on, right? So what I'm going to do, I've been doing a lot of nails all day today. I get to end with you guys in a beautiful day. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna flash it real quick because I don't want her to leave. I'll go like this. I don't have another hand to go to, so it's like what I do with Sally. Okay, so um, plug that one in. I have this one. I hope it works. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you how I'm using my brush. Okay, so get another little pile. So we have pinched brushes. That's what I like to use as a pinch brush. So that's your wider side, that's your pinch side. You pick up your product obviously on the wider side, right? Don't ever pick it up where it's thin like this because you will not pick up enough and your product won't go everywhere you need it. So what you're going to do is you're going to come in right here, pick it up on one side and see how it's on one side and not the other. Okay. What I'm going to do from there is I'm going to set it down on her nail right here and kind of bounce a light bounce till it gets really close to her cuticle. Once I have it by her cuticle, I'm going to pivot my brush to the left, bring her down, and pivot my brush to the right. So see how my brush is moving? My fingers are moving it like this for me. Okay, so you have to be able to pivot your brush to contour the nail so the product stays everywhere that you're wanting it. Okay, does that make sense? I actually think it's fun to do it this way too. I like both ways. It just depends on your preference. If you're going to custom mix a color, you're obviously going to have to learn how to use it with a brush, not from the tube. But maybe they'll make this color eventually. I'm working on them. But then everybody will have the color, right? Doesn't matter. Everybody will do something different with it. Okay, it's moving on me. So what I'm going to do is come in right here and right here. Your finger's warm. I'm going to have you go under really quick. Okay, what happened? Okay, let me see her. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do this. I need to move my whole setup. Hold on. No, you're fine. It's just put your elbow out for me. There you go. Thank you. Okay, so I'll repeat the process here. The very light touch all the way down. And you could actually see when I'm zoomed out how I am pivoting my brush, and all my product is always facing my nail. So my brush with the product, the part that has it on, it's always facing where I'm wanting her product to go. Okay, go ahead. Any questions, you guys? Come here. It's okay. Okay. This color is really pretty. So the only thing I think I have containers here I could put it in. Okay, let's get it on the thumb. Again, if you feel like you're not able to move your gel, you're too heavy inside your gel. It's light as a feather on top of your gel to guide it. Very cool. Okay, I'll flash this for you because you hardly have any product on it. There's a corner I missed. I could see it. Okay, so I'll have you go under really quick for a few seconds. Okay, I still have a lot of product. This is for her other hand. I have plenty. Actually, I mixed the perfect amount. This is enough for her other hand. I'm pretty spot on most of the time. Okay, go ahead and come out. What I'm going to do now is look at my corners and make sure I have it everywhere I need it, as much product as I need. And I'll show you guys as well. I only missed one spot, and it is right here, a little spot right there. Now let's look at it sideways. So I'm going to add a little bit on this one right here because it kind of just a tad bit there. And I think that's all I really need to do. So I'm going to come right here and get my product. I'm just going to slap it on. I don't need to make the process pretty. Drive the people crazy who want me to make it pretty. It'll be pretty at the end for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and what's left on my brush here, I am going to get it and wipe it right here. And then I'm going to use that to circle it in. Let me get a little bit more. Okay, a little close to your cuticle. Let's clean it. Perfect, perfect. A tad bit more right here. Okay, so go ahead and go under for a full 60. How are you doing? It's not hot or anything? Good. Okay, I'm gonna move this to the side because I still have another side to fill. Oh, geez. How many of you have to be up early and you're sitting here in bed watching me? See, Myra Chavez, I agree. If you spend your time making it perfect, you're going to be here forever, right? I agree. Just knowing how to e-file and that your product's in the right spot is really what makes the difference. So, okay. Eric just told me somebody closed their cap on their gel brush and it's kinked. Now, if it is a Kolinsky brush, is it one of these brushes? Because I don't think that. Did you do it on the new one of these new brushes? Where's that other brush? I have it right here. Is it the new brush from the I think it would still work. It doesn't matter which one, but I know with the Kolinsky, what I would do is clean it with swipe, get off as much gel as you can, then wash it with hair shampoo. When you wash it with hair shampoo, it's going to go back to its shape. Okay. So once you do that, you just put it back into place how you want it and store it, and it'll be fine. That used to happen to my acrylic brushes a lot. It's happened to my gel as well, but use our like human shampoo on it and it fixes your brush. The rose gold? Okay, I think it's kind of synthetic, but you could still save it. So I would swipe off. I typically don't use swipe on them too much, but I would get a lot of it off so the shampoo will penetrate through this right here. Oh no, this is good hair. Okay, and then just shampoo it with hair shampoo, like our shampoo, right? And then it will go rinse it off. It'll go right back where it was, and then just put gel back in it again and close it. Okay, and let me give you a tip as well. So when I close this back, so there's a little gel on here. I don't leave it flat like this. I point it like this. Plus, I like to work with my brushes like that anyways. Then when you put it on, it's not going to catch your sides. See how it goes in very easy? Okay, you can fix it. Just shampoo it and let me know how it goes. I know for sure it works with the Klinsky and the acrylic brushes, for sure. Okay, y'all ready? Let's wipe these off. This color's pretty. It looks kind of like a flawless color on you. All right. Hey, you guys, are you ready for this? I wish I had my other dust extractor, but this works. Okay. Actually should. Or I could dump it. Gonna beep at me. I'm glad Jet's not. It's like, I know that it's off, people, or machine. So funny. There we go. Okay. Okay, you're better. I'm gonna move my chair up, but I don't think I'll be able to see. So I will come right there. I'm gonna move it up. I'm just gonna file your side right here. If I was in a different position, I could go straight into my e-file, but I feel more a little better just file it your side. Okay, so all I'm doing is just bringing her side in. Well, you're gonna feel better in about 15 minutes. Take a drink of mine. I'm crazy. I'm drinking coffee, and I'm not somebody who could drink coffee and go to sleep. But that's okay. I'll listen to music all day. Just kidding. Okay, so here we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go under again, okay? Yes, you could do that with any brushes, striper brushes, any of your art brushes. Just clean it off. With swipe, that'll dry it out, but you could use like a conditioning shampoo. Well, I use conditioning shampoo. That's all I have for my hair. So don't use a volume shampoo. Use like a nurturing one. That'll help. Okay, so I'm gonna come in right here. Now I'm gonna come underneath. Now I really could, you have to do it again because you built new products a little and filled it in, and it's easier to get it perfect once you filled them out. Okay. They all kind of slightly go curve down, but just not as much as their pointers. They look so pretty when we're done. So you really take some skill to not like cut off all her nails and put a new set on, right? It just takes a little bit of learning how to file underneath. See, I'm going back and forth. I have a little short on this, and then come up your thighs in the middle. And you can see how I kind of bring it through, and then up on your side. This is like wearing a stink on your nails. I'm just kidding. But just a little more comfortable. Okay. All righty, guys. Now this is really long, so I'm going to make it match the other. So I'm going to hold it open like this. Okay, I'm going to take the thickness down first. Lord, I can't see. Hold on, I'm going to go a little lower. That's not good if you can't see and doing nails. There you go. I'll just sit lower. I can see a lot better now. All righty, I'm securing all my cuticles. Same thing I do when I'm teaching you guys on Sally. Make my sidewall straight. Make my sidewall straight. I'm going to peek at this really quick and go like this so I can know how far to come. Because I've done her nails late night before and I filed one hand all crooked and I had to take out product and put it on again. I don't want to do that tonight, so I'm checking myself. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bring it all over on the side because I already know myself. Okay. Now I'm taking down her bowl. All righty. So I'm just going, every time I think it looks fatter, I follow through the I formation and tighten it up. I may come back to it. I'm going to do my others and see if I need to tighten this one up a little. It kind of looks like I do through here. I'm going to go ahead and just do it. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now let me see if you could see what I'm seeing. Okay, so I'm looking at it from this view. Okay, so it's kind of thick here and thick here, but the middle looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do, come in right here at zone 3 and go back to zone 1. And that looks a lot better. Have I been centered? Okay, and move way over. All right, and check them both out. Let's them still a little thicker. That's looking pretty. Who's just been wanting nude nails lately, you guys? I would have done some art, but I'm gonna do a little bit of shimmer. But really the gist of it is really showing you guys how to work on challenging. I'm gonna dust your hand just so you could see what I'm doing. I normally don't use this on a person, but this is Sally Fresh Auntie that we wear. You know, can't get no germs. Okay. I'm gonna go to 3, zone 3, and go to 2. It's actually fun doing your nose because it's a good before and after, and at least you're so happy when I'm done. And I'm happy too when I'm done. Just kidding. All righty. So before my stream's over, I'll show you my mirror I have under there. It fits perfectly. or reflection. Okay, let me check myself again. I'm gonna go like this. This is a tad bit longer. That one is a little thicker. I'm gonna go down with that. Okay, and this side. So I can already see where I need to file when I look at client profile. All right, let's go to this one. Look at this one. Cool. Put your finger spotted there. There you go. Sorry, it's a little awkward to position the gun field, but you're okay. Sally doesn't concern when I work on it either. I just have to have my phone higher. All righty. Okay, now it's looking pretty. I was like, oh, where am I going with this? I had a little 2x4 on there. I I'm gonna look at it this way real quick. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn off my file. I'm gonna get my hand file. Let me this up. Okay, so this is just checking me to make sure I am in the right direction. Okay. Back on 12,000 RPM. Now I'm gonna move this here because that air is hitting me right in my face. Oh my gosh, how weird. Has that happened to you guys with your ghosting structure? I'm like, why are my eyes so dry? It's like blowing. It needs an out, and it was facing me. So note to self. Let me go back a little more because it's a little. Let me just okay. So now I am going to go to my arbor band. I'm going to go to 9,000 RPMs. Who am I working on tonight? I'm actually working on Carmela. She's my auntie. So she's my client right now too. But I wanted to share with you her nails because they are a little more challenging to do. So if you're just getting on, you've got to check out the beginning. We've just been really busy. It's not too bad if I'm on them like every 3 weeks, but I feel like what happens is we're all busy and we're like, just college change them and tighten them up real quick. And they look good again. And then we carry on and then we're like, oh, we gotta do this. Do you think you're all right? I made it this far. Mm, move up the thing a little. Yes, that'll be perfect. Thank you. Wait, to move that down a little. Yes, I can move anyway now, you guys. There, yay. Thank you. Now I could really move how I'm comfortable. Come right here. So I love doing this afterwards. If you're an acrylic user, I would do 100 grit arbor band when you do this. You only need a 150 with gel. Because if you use the 150 with acrylic, it's too hard of a product to fine tune it like I'm doing right now. So it's taking a little bit off, but it's just in the right spots to where I file a lot less. All righty. Very, very pretty. Is your thumb a little too short? Let me see. Oh Lord. If it is, well, here we go with our nighttime nails. It is. Look at it. Let me see. Let me see if it matches your other. Are you sure? Let me see. I think once I bring it here, can I put my chair up a little? Yeah, I'm gonna take this off because I'm over it. I'm over this. There we go. I'm not over it. I'm over the dust extractor. Okay. So you want me to get a little closer? Okay. I come in now. I'm going to go through all my 4-point filing. Make sure everything. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. I'm coming in like this and making sure that it's tight through all of it. Okay. So I put my finger here. I like to go backwards with mine just because I could see where I'm filing. You could come forward if you want. Both are correct. It's whatever is more comfortable for you. Go around the cuticle area. Oh, they are the same, like they look. I don't know what I'm hitting. It's not right. So this is also fine tuning them, making sure they're all coming in really straight. Oh, this one really needed that. I skipped it. Always come and look down the barrel of the nail to make sure it's even on each side. That is going to take your shape to the next level too. You know, kind of go a little bit here. I wonder how many people have made it up this late, East Coast people. You guys still awake? My filing's in slow motion, everybody, right now. My first client was at 8 today, and it's 8. That's not too bad. 12 hours. It's just because it's winter. When it's winter, it feels like you're working a lot more hours because it gets darker sooner, and you're like, your body's like, I'm tired. I'm sure you guys could agree with me. Oh, this smells pretty. Okay. And this hand's the other hand's not as bad. Or her right hand's always more, a little more. So I did the hardest hand. I don't think that they could hear it. Weird. Oh, that look good. Those are cute. So see how I just move her fingers? It's kind of cool to watch me work on a real person than on Sally because Sally's so big that her hand and she doesn't bend the same way. And I go fast around the cuticle area. I never hit it. Does that hurt at all? No. Um, okay, so I see what these look like now. This one looks a little weird to me. Hold on. That's the weird one. That's the crooked one. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys that this one, it grow like this. So it grow like this, so I have to go like this to make it go straight. Aunt Jane the nails. Okay, okay, I got it straight. Took me a while. Let me look at it from the other way really quick. Let me look at it this way. Oh, they look good. They look tight. Let me make that one at fabulous. We are almost done. Almost. So I'm going to dust off her hands. I got to do cuticle work big time. So, okay. So I am going to go into my cuticle bits again. I'm going to use my square bit and my ball bit. I'll pull them both out. Two bits I'm going to use right here, but I'm going to start with the square first. Now I'm not going to trim anything yet. I'm going to come in right here. And you would think this would hurt her, but it doesn't because I don't ever put pressure. Okay, so I'm able to get a little tighter. Now I don't want to go out of screen, so I'm going to try to stay very steady. See how much further I could go back now and how clean it is? It's like perfect now. Very, very, very nice. I'm gonna put this right here so I can see it a little better. Okay, so watch how it cleans up really good. And I'm not putting any pressure, just contact and it's cleaning it up. It's so satisfying. These bits are a must. You have a little bit of product right there. Let me see. It looks like a little piece of gel. Yep. Okay. This is the best part right here. You're like, oh, so nice. Your little masterpiece is coming to work. It's coming to play, I should say. There we go. Coming to form. This is just detail work, and this is what people notice. What I'm doing right now, this is the finished touches right before you're gonna polish, and it's really what makes your cuticles look really clean. I'm gonna go a little closer right here. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Looks so clean and so like well manicured. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim them, and I'm only trimming what's sticking up. Okay. Okay. So I don't ever push down and engage. I just lay it there right where the cuticle is and I engage. I never push down or do this with it. If you're doing that, your nippers are too, see the little piece that came off? I'll collect them all right there. They're too dull. So you never want, like, she could feel me doing something, but she's not like getting nervous or tightening up or anything because I am not holding on and pushing down on her. Makes a big difference. If you don't have good nippers, get you some. They are amazing. So look, you'll see all the cuticle. I always have a little pile of cuticle after. And then sometimes I go in with my square bit one more time if I need to. We'll see if there's just a spot after I trim it that I see could be a little cleaner. but I never go under, ever under her nail bed or cuticle area either. Never ever. That's the type of Russian I won't do. It's hard for me to even watch it sometimes when they go up under the nail. But hey, to each their own. To each their own. So just all the stuff that's sticking up. Okay. So then I'll show you how clean we'll get it from here. Gotta remember we live in Las Vegas. Look how tight your sides are. They look so good. Let me come in right here, make sure they're real tight. So see the angle I look at? You can see it perfect on the camera. If I just tighten them all up, line it up, make sure this side's tight before I polish. Make sure this is tight. This little fine tuning, this goes a long way. Okay, now for the bald bit. I call it the Greg bit because he's bald. So, and he knows it too. Okay, put it right here. I'm going to put on 6,000 and I'm going to just tickle where she's dry. It's kind of dry right there. And then I'm just going to tickle on top of her cuticle. And she feels me working, but she doesn't, it's not hurting. Now look how clean her nail looks, her cuticle area. Now let me not go out of frame. Remember, don't stay in one spot long. If you're doing this, it'll cause friction in one spot. If you need to go back there, but don't keep going for it in one spot. I think this is highly important, especially if you trim the cuticles. So what this does is buff them out to where it's really smooth. So it's not going to keep splitting or wanting to keep getting harder than it was before you started. Is this center? Put the phones over there. Okay, let's get this. Yeah, I don't think I could do a full set um with vertical building. I could. We'd just be here a while. So I'm going to use one more bit underneath. I'm going to use this little bit here in a couple spots. So this is the undernail cleaner. I'm just going to make sure it's like real clean all the way up to our cuticle area. And this is a carbide bit, so it'll be smooth. I personally don't like my clients' nails under there. Some people like to keep their nails. Some people like to keep them and shouldn't keep them because the shape's going to be off. And I explain that to them. I think just as long as your nails look nice, they'll be happy and clean. It's just see how much came out? It's just an extra step. So it feels really clean when I'm done with my clients' nails too. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with swipe as if our hands are not dry enough already. No, I am going to clean it off. I will. Okay. Back out. Boop, boop. Okay. So you want a little nude with the little shimmer. Okay. I forgot your favorite Young Nails colors. I'm sorry. Let me see. Maybe I put in here. Do you want red 101? No. You want this one? Get lighter. Okay. I got it right here. Hold on. Yeah. So this is pink 102, but it's not on the proper bottle, but this is pink 102. Trust me. I just tested something. So this is pink 102 by Young Nails. Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna protein bond. This in a big bottle. I got some pretty new colors here, but they're all colors. I'll show them in the next live for sure. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 new colors. That's like Bohemian Rose by Young Nails. It looks like. Just looking at this. Called Coco Diva. It's really pretty. Do you want that? Do you really? All right, we get to use a new color. Are you sure? Yeah, go for it. I'll put it on a nail. If you don't like it, you don't have to wear it. It is a really, it's like a dusty, like it looks like Bohemian Rose. Wanna look, so I usually do this and let her see it, look out of the light and in the light and see what you like. I think it looks sexy. You want that or this? This is exactly what I do to my clients. So this is a beautiful color too. So it just depends what you want to wear. Kind of like this one. It's super pretty. You want to do it? Yeah. Yay! Okay. I don't want to get dust, anything on it, so I just wipe it off. Okay. Yay! So this is a new color, you guys. This is from Gemini Cosmetics. I seriously have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 new colors right here. This one is by Elegant Glass. It's called Coco Diva. And I actually really like the way they polish. So let's do this. It reminds me of um, Bohemian Rose with Young Nails. It's just a tad bit deeper, a tad bit. Okay, so I always put a little bit here, just in case I need to go around the sides. And the brush is not bad at all either. I really like it. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna get my little brush. I'm gonna show you what I do. Now you could literally get away with one coat of this. This is such a full coverage color. It's so pretty. If you do not get your brush and do this when you polish, try it. It is flawless looking. It's not even moving. So I'm gonna go to my pointer and work my way down. Am I centered? Oh my gosh, this polish is amazing. I don't know the price point of it, but they just got them in. So I have some really, really pretty colors. So I'll use them in my next video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it on all of them since it's staying perfect for me. Now, if it's a little shocking at first, you're gonna love it by tomorrow. You'll be like, yes. Yeah, it's very pretty. See where it will already. Okay, please hold. I don't know where my little, okay, hold on, clean this. The brush is like pretty good. It's a little fat, but it gets tight at the tip, so it's nice. It holds a lot of color. It'd be great for really long nails. Gotta wipe some off right now. Mm, yeah, it's actually pretty. It's a nice formula. I like it. All right, so pretty. This is the best part, the satisfying finish. Before I started wearing glasses, I remember I'm like, "Oh, this looks so good," and I took a picture, and I'm like, "What happened? This don't look so good anymore." I could actually paint all 5 and it doesn't move. So, our cameras don't lie these days. I love this color. It's gonna be really pretty once I condition your skin back, put your pH balance where it's supposed to be. All right, I love. Just make sure I have them really clean on every side, so any angle you look at, it's fabulous. Okay, go ahead and go under. I'm gonna cure it 1 full minute because it's so pigmented, I'm not messing around. Okay? Any questions, you guys? You guys? Still epic. Yeah, same. I'm so blind without my now. Me too. Oh my God. And my eyes, are they really red right now? They have been bothering me all day. They're like red, red, huh? And I didn't even have any fun to make them red. I just worked all day. Okay, I'm gonna show you the finish right now. I'm curing her 1 minute to be safe because I haven't tested the cure time, but I fell in love with the polish. I think a 30 would be fine, but I'm doing 60 to be safe because when you have a full coverage like this, and there is a tacky layer. So it being a tacky layer, you could get away with like 30 to 40 seconds. When it doesn't have a tacky layer, that's a totally different formula. Yeah, and it's tacky too. But look how pretty it looks. I'll come right now. Okay. So do you want just plain like this or do you want that shimmer? To give it, okay. So I'm going to show you guys this top coat. It's been pretty popular lately, especially for people who wear like don't do high art all the time. It's by Kokoist, and it's called Ultra Rainbow Non-Wipe Top Coat. And it has a little shimmer in it. So let's see how we like it. I'm gonna put on a couple and see if you like it. I actually think it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'll let you see it though. You don't have to wear it, but I think it's really pretty because it's just enough. I mean, you don't have to get it on all of them. You could get it on just a few if you want. Okay, look at it. You want them on all of them? Okay. I think it's pretty. Do you guys see how pretty that is? Let me go close. It really is. Weird. It looks kind of thick on the camera, but it's not thick at all. Like your nails are very, very tight right now. The camera adds 10 pounds, right? No. Oh, everybody, watch out. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna finish it up, Miss Cheryl's place, you guys, all of you, so you could go to sleep. Thank you for joining me. This is a one coat color. How beautiful it is. We could never have enough colors. It's very okay. The top coat is a little thicker, so you see me play with it a little, but I have used it. It's a beautiful top coat. I just make sure it's really smooth by the time I'm done stroking all the entire nail with all the glitter. I just want to make sure it's even, so I kind of get it a little thicker and then drag it down. Oh, this is so pretty. I think you made a very good choice. Oh, it's so pretty. It looks like there's lights within it. I've made a top coat like this. You just put your top coat down and you add a little bit of shimmer to it, like a micro or a soft little shimmer, and it self levels beautifully. This it's not doing justice yet, but it will when I'm done. I'll put in an angle they could see it. I'm almost done. And this is a non-wipe top coat. It looks darker on the screen. It's super pretty. Go ahead. Okay, 60, perfect. Gorgeous, darling. Okay, so let me condition your nails. And that minute comes out, I'll condition them really quick. Uh, which oil do I have here? Where's my rose oil? Man, I move my stuff all the time. But you know what? That's not rose oil, but I think I'm gonna use give me the cuticle oil from is it the other one there? Yes, okay, I found it. I'm gonna use the Cuscio Botanicals. This smells so good. I'm in love with it. Okay, when that goes off, come out, and then I can show them the finished look and show them what I do at the end. So this here is a body oil lavender. We gave some of these away on our Twitch. I've been putting it on my clients' hands after I put their cuticle oil, and I'm gonna retail it in the salon now. So, can you smell it already? Smells so good. Okay, this is the cuticle oil. I'm gonna go a little thinner. Not really thinner, but kinda. Move it over. Okay, I also like to go underneath. Hold on, where's your thumb? There you are. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of this oil on you, just so you could try it and you tell me what you think, 'cause I haven't had an opportunity to put it on you yet. Roses. Okay, hold on. Let me wipe some of this off so you could see the nails pretty. Okay, let's let them see the color. See, they're really not. You have such a eye arch that it does look a little thicker, but I'm gonna do one more thing I forgot to do. Hold on, there's one more thing I do. I never forget this. Watch how tight it'll look now. I come up underneath, go right there, right underneath. There. Now I'll show you what it looks like from the tip. I just always do this because when you add like a thicker top coat or anything thicker, to me it adds a little thickness to the nail. And there you go. See how they look a lot thinner now? You just have to go back and get that dust off. File the free edge. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. She doesn't have any hook nails anymore. They look very, very, very nice. It's kind of like a weird angle we're in right now, but hope you enjoyed this. You go back and watch it. Some of you that stayed awake, thank you so, so much. And that was pretty much, I'll show you her other hand, what the difference is. To see how they grew out a little wider, like a lot more weeks later. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this hand, but offline. So I just wanted to do one from start to finish, or you guys would be up a little bit longer. Thank you so much for joining me. Have such a beautiful night. If you're in a different country, good morning. Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you next live. Bye, everybody. Good night. Thanks for liking and subscribing and sharing too. I appreciate it. Bye bye.